Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are and when you're watching this. Welcome to a new vlog. Nice sunny day here in Hyderabad. Perfect for riding because it's just 31 degrees, not too hot, but got some works, just household work, office related works. Yes, I still do manage some insurance business. It's at the tail end of its life, so wrapping up few things there. Working on the coffee project, so that's happening this week. Investment managements that I'm doing for my home because I manage my entire family's finances. So a lot of works, hence the ride's bit delayed, but maybe by this month end or early next week we'll have a ride. Can't wait to take the 850 because it's been almost a month or two since I took it out for more than 5 kilometers. Have to start it though. Can't believe it's been 2 years since I got that bike. It's did 22,000 kilometers, so good enough mileage, and whatever mileage that I did on it is long. So in a year I would probably, let's say, do 2 rides. That would make up the mileage, and rest of them I didn't ride it like Street Twin where I rode quite a lot in the city and then also long rides. Street Twin had a mileage of 33,000 in like 3.5 years. This should have something around 30,000 too within by the end of next year. Looking forward to keeping the 850. It's doing its job. No plans of upgrades anytime soon. I think that window is gone. I would rather keep this and use it till the maximum extent possible and just let it die on its own course. That's the plan. I'm not too excited about buying new bikes anymore. Maybe the ones for the city and all in 2-3 years, but recently we got the Scrambler, so that's also not required anymore. And in case you're new to this channel and wondering what the hell is he talking about, you need to get some context, you need to go check the previous videos, and if you like them, don't forget to hit like, subscribe and share, because we have got only 4,000 subscribers away, man. Typically if we did Ladakh or something, this finishes in like half a day. All those people who are watching but haven't subscribed yet, only for this time, if you could do it, we'll cross that milestone and then we're done with this. And I've decided to make some changes to the content too. We will have a certain schedule of type of videos, when they would come, and we'll stick to that schedule so that you know when the video is coming up. I was doing like a month or 2 back 3 videos a week. If we have enough content, we'll definitely do it. I just don't want to make content, I just want to shoot the content that I think is available. I'm trying to get back to a schedule with content that is more focused. In the last 2-3 months the content was kind of a mixed bag, and that's kind of showed up in the viewership and the subscriber rankings too. So we'll have definitely EVs because that's the primary focus of this channel. I want it to be electric vehicles, but electric vehicles in India are at such a nascent stage. We don't have enough content to shoot about it. All the requests I've been getting about Ola and Simple One reviews, they are not yet out in the market, and I've tried to reach out to the press team there. Hopefully we will be invited for a review. Let's see. So you might see a lot of mixed stuff, occasionally bikes, tours, travels, electronics and all that stuff, which are of passion to me. Till such time, bear with the Nexon EV. This is doing excellently well. 13,000 kilometers on the Odo, and we did a recent ride to Vijayawada, right? That got quite a lot of number of views. So I understand where the interest is. Definitely we'll have a long drive planned in the Nexon EV, another long drive. And with EVs, you need to plan very well ahead of time and stay updated with what's happening. And that's a perfect segue to the next segment where I want to talk about the latest EV news. Starting this week, we'll have one video every week which is focused primarily on EV news. So you'll have the latest and the greatest EV updates in this channel in a new segment. I haven't named it yet, I haven't come across a name that I can use. But if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comment section. So this video maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday or Monday, one video every week, will be purely on EV news. That's important because whenever these things take off, you might want to be updated and just go for it. It's just like an investment. When you think there is a new EV in the market, or let's say something renewable, something sustainable, better to be on it early, like I did. When I got this car, I remember the fuel prices were around 85-90. Now what, 111 rupees for petrol. Diesel touched 100 in few cities. I've already saved roughly 70 to 80,000 rupees in the last 1 year. So all the extra money that I paid for an EV, I'll get it back in 3 to 4 years, guys. Same case with my solar panel. So there are advantages of going the sustainable way. There are some compromises if you're living in an apartment, but it's still possible, it's still doable. Let's get started with some of the hottest EV news in the market. Before we get into the EV news, just wanted to let you know that I'm here in Qmart, and the reason me or Shriman prefer coming to Qmart is just the number of choices. The choice here is international and also domestic. These are Indian stuff, you can get it in any supermarket, but you don't get brands like these. While I was in Canada in the MBA, I lived on these for almost 2-3 months. Not healthy, but had to. This is what I grew up with, but this is my favorite. One more product that I like here is the bread. This is one of the best quality breads that you can get here in town. These stay fresh for a longer time, and it's a multigrain bread, much healthier than white bread. And this is not sponsored, by the way. The cheese here is really good, like yummy cheese. Cheddar cheese especially, perfect for like grilled cheese sandwich, or you can try the mozzarella too. The issue though is they expire fast, so you need to consume within 2-3 days because they are that much fresh. Let me finish my shopping here and we'll catch you guys in the car. Done with the shopping. The reason I come to Qmart, as I said, is purely for the choice and the variety they have, and you get international choices. So perfect place for someone, let's say, who lived outside and want to still have some of those things. I miss few things like Walker's cookies that I used to get in US. I finally get them here. You get some of these in Ratnadeep too, but not as many choices as you get here. So yeah, choice is a very important factor for a customer, and that applies to EVs too. In cars and two-wheelers, currently in India, the choices are very limited. Even though EV sales in the first quarter of this year were equivalent to the entire sales from last year, they still make up a tiny portion of the total number of sales, vehicle sales or automobile sales in India, including two-wheelers and four-wheelers. So there is a long way ahead for EVs, but the good news right now is all the major two-wheeler manufacturers, be it Honda, Yamaha, have publicly announced that they are testing the markets for the EV. So that goes into infrastructure, vehicle design, battery, range, cost. They're probably a few steps behind than the startups like Ather and Ola. But once, let's say, Honda comes up with an electric Activa, that's going to change the market big time. So they publicly announced that they're testing it. Once they come, it's going to shake up the market big time. And I hope before even they release their products, Ola and Ather take off and be the major player. A lot of exciting news. Tata, the leading pioneer in EV space in India, is planning to have 10 launches in a matter of 4-5 years in EVs. That's crazy. And they recently got $1 billion or roughly 7,500 crores of investment from US venture capital firm. It's going to help them invest and expand quite aggressively, and that's exciting. Anyway, as you can see with the low light, even though this camera is excellent, I'm in the basement of a mall. Came here to Sarat City Capital Mall because if you remember a few weeks back, for all my regular viewers, I've returned a few pants at American Eagle because there are a few stitches that came off, and they were so kind enough to offer me new pair of pants for them. This is within that 6 months period, so technically they didn't have any problem doing it. It's so nice when brands go extra mile in offering you that. Kudos to American Eagle. I love that brand since 2008 or 9. So let's go exchange the pants and continue the EV news for today. Got my replacement jeans from American Eagle and the burrito. One of my most favorite meals ever. The two kinds of food I would die for are Mexican and Italian, especially burritos in Mexican. Love them. And this place, California Burrito at Sarat City Capital Mall, is one of the best Mexican food you can get. It feels very close to how Chipotle used to be in US. We don't have it in India, so definitely give it a try in case you want to know how some US style burritos, not Mexican style burritos, because the traditional authentic Mexican burritos are entirely different. They're so cheesy and tasteful. This one's different. And talking about food in US, the jeans, there's a brand that I got introduced to when I was in US. I remember buying similar jeans in US maybe 10 years back for $35-40. That is on discount. This is right now around 3,500-4,000 rupees. Jeans right now are probably double the price of what they were 10-15 years back. Inflation happens, but what hasn't increased in price and is connected to the EV news today is the battery prices. Compared to 10-15 years ago, the current battery prices are $157 for 1 kilowatt hour. So that equates to roughly 3.5 lakhs if I have to replace this battery. 30 kilowatts times dollars, do the conversion. The prices have fallen down from I think $1,500 or something. Crazy how the prices fall quickly, and the more people adapt EVs, I think in the next 2 to 3 years EV prices will come down so much that I don't think we will be worried about subsidies. The price will not come down of the cars because you're still getting a lot of benefits, so the OEMs or manufacturers will price it accordingly so that the difference is there and their profit margins are stabilized. Let's say you want to replace the battery on this car after 5 years because there is a new BMS, battery management software or battery management system, which can, let's say, give extra power, manage better range. So if you have a better battery, within 5-6 years down the line you might replace. So that is one common question I got: what is the replacement battery cost? People associate batteries with typical IC cars where you have that auxiliary battery that might require changing every 2-3 years. With EV batteries, because they're lithium ion, they stay longer. Once it depreciates below 80%, that's when you notice the performance difference, and that's when you need to replace it. Otherwise you don't need to replace them frequently. Current warranty for this is 8 years, 1,60,000 kilometers, so you're good to go till then. And by the time the 5-year 6-year timeline comes, the battery prices might be 1.5-2 lakhs. Prices will come down, match the IC car soon, the more people take it. So that's the second news that I want to let you know, that the battery prices are coming down rapidly, and expect more depreciation in costs within 2-3 years. Percentage of people who replace batteries is very little. We are a new market, but in US and in Europe, EVs have been there for the last 2-3 years. So from the data there, people hardly replace the batteries. So you don't need to worry about it if you're on the fence about buying an EV because the battery costs, replacement costs are high. Number one, they give warranty much higher than what you get in IC cars, so you should never have a tension or a doubt on that front. Even if you still have, in 2-3 years the battery replacement costs will come down rapidly. That's the update. And that's the end of the new segment on our channel, EV news, EV updates. That's going to be on every week. Let me know what you think of this video. This is a new style that I'm trying to do. Hope you like it. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and see you guys in the next one. And in case you're watching this at night time, have a good night and take care. Bye bye.